All right, hello everybody, and welcome to a special audition stream of Kena Bridge of Spirits, possibly Kenna Bridge of Spirits. I know very little about this game, is that it came out, a couple years ago at this time. Got pretty good reviews. It's been on my list for a real long time, so let's jump in together. Yes, okay. So, I don't know a lot about this, and I've been bouncing back through... Courage is lost when taking damage. I don't know what that means. Enemies are even more aggressive and deal even more damage. Let's go with just regular spirit guide. This seems to be right in the middle and have the normal amount of aggressive. Okay, let's just hit that. Yep, looks good. Oh, and as always, for any sort of like an audition stream, your guys' feedback on the volume, especially around the dialogue and music, will be extremely helpful. By the way, special early hello to Doctor, Solid Chrome Hickey, Buckeye Ninja, and Marquack. The menu screen does look very, very pretty. Yeah, Marquack, we're going to try this out for the very first time. I hope that you've had a great Sunday. Also, Buckeye saying got almost a wave 40 in the onslaught mode of Destiny 2. It was fun, getting really excited for the final shape expansion. I know a lot of people are excited for it. Okay, no voice acting so far. Unique wooden masks are carved to honor the dead. Placed in sacred shrines, these masks gradually return to dust, symbolizing the spirit's peaceful journey into the next life. Not all spirits can travel this path alone. Struggling with tragedies of their past, they linger and become dangerous. Masters called upon to help these trapped in violent manifestations are probably called spirit guides. Okay. And by the way, hello to Simlander and Harmonious Crow. You guys are here right at the start. Okay, that is very pretty. I don't know what that means. The way to go is obvious. See, hold on. Can I... Alright, not yet. So what do we have? X does... Nope, no, no. We have a cool double jump, and I like that twirl. And we've got that. Hold on, does that doesn't get me any business over here, does it? Also, if you hold it, you get a little, sphere. I like that. And then... Oh, B's are roll. Alright. We're getting there. I like the fact that it, like, glimmers all the crystals around. Knocks that lantern for a loop. Marquack is saying that he took his foster cat back today. I know that that's always sad. There's always a melancholy day. Also, officially, 1 year away as of today until 50. Wow, wait, whoa, today's your birthday? Hold on, I'm so sorry. Today's your birthday? Thankfully you're streaming, so that's like having a friend around, the same vibe I get from the movie podcast. Marquack, that means a lot, but if I'm reading that correctly, happy birthday, really. That's awesome news. I'm very glad that you let us know. I don't know that we have like a birthday command set up, but it would mean a lot to me if everybody could wish Marquack a happy birthday. He's a wonderful friend here to the stream. Okay, that's how I learned that you can swim. There is no dive. Oh, and you can't jump out of the water. Well, that doesn't seem very realistic. I feel like you should be able to leap like a dolphin, just like humans are always doing, I'm told. Okay. Well, I don't have anything to hold this down with, and there's only one tool at my disposal. Look at that. It's solving problems. Yeah, Marquack, seriously, happy birthday. And as always, thank you for all of the work that you do with the cats. I know that it's a melancholy day to bring them back, and we'll very much look forward to wishing you a happy 50th next year, but 49th is its own sort of celebration.
Why have you come?
I sense suffering here, Spirit.
Do you need help?
You know nothing of suffering. This is my home, my village. Turn back, spirit guide.
Oh, I didn't press the bumpers. Right and left. Right and right. Okay. Oh, this... You know what this feels like to me? Okay. Have you guys ever played Beyond Good and Evil? Maybe it's just because we're fighting with a staff, but... So the combat feels pretty good. Okay, that is not a thing that you stand on. Oh, but we should probably do the pulse anyway. Marquack, thank you very much. Marquack is noting that the audio mix sounds good so far. If anybody has a different experience, because everybody's speakers and headphones and stuff are a little bit different. I love... Oh, we did it. What I was going to say is that I really love the way that, like, the stones, like, light up with their carvings. It's interesting if the one in the back lights up first. I feel like it's pushing me in this direction. Also, I don't know if there's any benefit to, like... orbing up, or if you get the same thing from just tapping it. Okay, that's how you turn on the center point. It's got, you guys, it's got, like, the veins. See? Like, the roots go into it. We're learning. And hopefully this. Crow is conserving data until the end of the month, as somehow, after switching our ISPs, upgraded router and modem jumped our usage up by 150 gigabytes that we cannot account for, so we're being careful. Crow, I completely understand. Thank you very much for stopping by. I hope you have a great rest of your weekend. And... Hold on, why do I hear it pulse multiple times? Because it's going back out that way. Okay. And hopefully a good entry into the work week. I've certainly heard you that it's been very, very tiring to have this new job, but also really happy to have it. I am really happy to have, like, these graphics. This looks astounding. It's very Pixar, I feel like, and colorful. Wow, I really like it so far. I don't know if these mean anything to me yet. Well, I don't think I can go where they came from. B to roll? No.
I saw him here somewhere. Where did he go?
Is that good? Okay, I'm not sure that I needed it to pause to show me that.
Hi. Oh, it's all right. What happened here, little guy?
Find the rot. Why are these little guys? Well, okay, I'm gonna like voice some rhetorical questions sometimes. Rot is not the first thing that I would call that guy. Also, like, so the combat with the stick reminds me a lot of Beyond Good and Evil, and even like the graphical design a little bit, but the animation reminds me a lot of like the first time I saw Ratchet and Clank. But I like, that was such an amazing game to me at the time. So, okay, I was about to ask, like, did this have like a certain rot requirement that we had to have like the one guy with us? But I'm sure that we will find out later. You know, like a Banjo-Kazooie door, you need a certain number of Jinjos to open it up.
There she is. Run.
Okay, I think I pressed Y, yeah. And then you come too? A little bit. So it's interesting. I like the one guy rides on my shoulder, but then this one's gonna follow around like a Pikmin. I also get the sense that they're gonna sort of like call my attention to where they are. Like we'll see them frolic. Oh, interesting. This doesn't light up when I do that. Maybe that comes later. Inners, gotta drop a lurk, but Inner, thank you very much for hanging out, and thank you for the fun stream earlier today. Yeah, this guy's gonna let us know what's up. And they make mushrooms grow. This game is very cute. Like, Ratchet and Clank was one of those games that I remember seeing for the first time being like, no, this has to be like a trick. I don't feel like we looked around downstairs, though, yet. Like, I didn't go under here yet. Oops. Really should double jump. I'm making a pretty big assumption that the rot will catch up with me. And Ratchet and Clank was one of those like examples of a game that you're like, no, it can't be as good as it looks. Like, well, you know, it's got to be disappointing or super short or something like that. And like, I mean, the original copy. Okay, I can't quite jump that yet. The original version that came out, it was one of those games that was like, no, it is exactly as good and as long and as fully featured as you want. And the series only got better after that, with the possible exception of Ratchet Deadlock. That one was kind of a bummer. This doesn't look like my kind of area. Collect more rot to purify this dead zone heart. Okay. We'll try to evade the big, thick, red pain vines.
Run quick.
Oh, hey kids. Again.
Welcome, Ruben.
Press. Dance? Hold on, I'm not sure that I'm doing it right. Hold on. Okay, dance. Oh, there they go. All right, it takes him a second. It's late to the party. Okay. I would like to try out sneeze and so forth as well, but let's see if we can find our 5th rot. And were I to guess, maybe on the other side of the dead zone? Because it does look like there's more area back here. I don't want to follow the kids yet. I feel like that's where we're meant to go. Hello to Dawn! Dawn, I hope you've had a great weekend so far. We are playing Kina for the very first time. Okay, yeah, I don't have enough rot to detoxify that. So we've been up there. I mean, it might be time to follow the kids. I feel like... Oh, I should know early, this is not going to be a completionist run. I don't really do those. If we wind up leaving an area and not being able to find all the rod or like get all the secret collectibles and stuff, I am very comfortable with that. However, this is our very first like area, and like to learn that. You guys, look at what happens to the leaves. Watch the ferns. That's... I'm just really liking the detail in this game so far. Okay, so we've been here. We came up here. We've gone up in that direction. It might be time to follow the kids. I don't know where we haven't looked for rot so far. We rode that up. We went up there. I guess we didn't look down here very much, but I'd be a little bit surprised if there was like a little dude down here. And if you were wondering, I cannot swing my stick. I cannot dive. Right now we can sort of tread and do this sort of breaststroke, and that's about it. And then that's the dark heart. Also, the music goes away when we even get close to it. Let's go follow the kids. I will feel bad if I missed one of the rot, but maybe they are down this way. Hold on. Yeah, oh! The rot can perform more actions. Your team of companions has grown. You can now have one rot action available. Press X to send the rot onto objects in the environment. Collect rot to level up and gain more rot actions. That video does not play at the highest of frame rates. But the game itself is fine. Like, you guys, the game looks okay, yeah? It's not like dropping frames, because it looks great here. But that little, like, tutorial video seemed a little hitchy. And by hitchy, I mean 5 frames per second. Sam Lander says it looks good there. Alright, we found our 5th guy. Alright, you guys, let's do it. And now we can go. Okay, I'm glad I followed the kids. because I thought they were the main objective. Alright, that's a double jump up. I think he's just showing me that I can, like, grab onto that, which I'm glad for the hint. Still learning the rules of the world. Turns out it's got Tomb Raider rules, where if the edge is white, you can grab onto it. Enemies frighten the rot. The rot are scared and have gone into hiding. Attack enemies to build courage. In combat, spend courage to perform rot actions. I bet they are also by X. Courage drops can form in the world. Collect courage drops with your pulse or touch them to build up courage faster. Rot are ready. They can destroy dead zone hearts or bind enemies. Press X to quickly send your rots onto objects in the environment. Left trigger to aim, press X to bind enemies. I don't know if that was what I was supposed to do. Okay, but not quite that way. Oh, I should mention, I've just been doing it automatically. It does have a lock-on, but I click the right stick. So I think I need courage, but if I'm... Hold on, we should... Okay, so we do have a jump attack, but it's not like a slam attack. So this seems like it's just going to keep going. Let's see if we can... Ow. Pulse. So here's what I've worked out. Earlier in the fight, I like sent the rod after the bulb, but I didn't then pulse next to it. So now I've learned that that's what I should do. Semler says the insert was bad. This is like the cutest Pikmin ever, and that's saying something. Yeah, when you consider how cute regular Pikmin are. By the way, I didn't, realize that Pikmin 4 had come out, and it was a while ago, and it was extremely well received. I'd like to pick that up at some point. Nintendo games are not frequently on sale, which makes me all the more interested in waiting for when they are. The rot are really strong. The rot can move certain objects in the environment. Press X to have the rot pick up an object. Tell the rot where to go by aiming with left trigger and then pressing X. Well, what's interesting is that I haven't actually worked that out, so I hope that you guys have strong backs. My bet... Oops. Oh, okay. Sure, let's go right there then. Now, although, that's where it is, that really looks like a thing, doesn't it? Oh, I have to tell them down. I just want to see if we can have them put the stone over here.
Right over there.
Can you guys make it up here? It feels like no. Okay. Dawn is having a good weekend. Mom came home. Oh, that's right, from the hospital. And I went over and saw her yesterday. Dawn, thank you for that update. I now remember that your mom was in the hospital and that at the time, the fact of it wasn't yet known. It may, just for privacy reasons, may be a good idea not to be overly specific here on a live stream, but I am very glad. Is this how I heal or how they heal? Well, they like the berries very much, so I hope it was for them. Dawn, I'm very glad that your mom is back home, and really, though, thank you very much for the update. Like, I'm very curious, but I would want to respect her privacy, so mostly I'm just glad that things are on a better track now and that she's home and that you were able to spend some time with her. Really? Is that a pickup? Okay, well, it's flashing at me, so it's clearly a thing. Okay, we may not have pot technology yet, because it definitely wants me to know that that's there, but the two things I can do with it, hit it or point at it, are not yet useful. And I haven't worked out what my sort of like forward jump is yet. I bet I could make that, but... X then?
Can you pick that up?
Oh, you guys, we get to fix fox statues. So, what is it about this? I'm not going to belabor this, but like, why does that look like a fox to me and not a cat? I guess it's the tail. And maybe the like big, wide cheeks. But honestly, if somebody came and said, no, that's a cat, I'm not sure that I could argue with it. Okay, yeah, comfortably. The only thing is, like, boy, do I want to look down there. But it can't be, right? No, the vines are overgrowing it. I'm just going to fall and be foolish, so we're going to go. Anything else down there that I need? Well, there's another glowy pot. Oh, and you can go back here. Hold on. Ah, hold on.
Can you move that for me?
Okay. Now I earnestly have no idea why we... Like, I wanted to do that because I feel like I could. Wait, what is this? Whoa, you guys, wide open. We got 25 glimmers. Okay, well, sorry, everyone. Now I have to go back and get the other pot. Now that I actually looked on the screen with my eyes. It's the cheeks, says Marquack, makes him think fox. Okay. Boy, people, it was one of those situations, I'm sure, where people were, like, pointing at the screen, where it was just like, look right there. If it helps any, the microphone is almost exactly in front of that corner of the screen. And Samlander says it looks like a shortcut. That might be too high to jump. Anytime you can do something, I get curious on why we've done it. Because you know it's going to come up a little bit later. I can't jump that. And I think that we've already established that I can't move the stone over there still, right? Yeah. But I agree with you, Samlander. That seems very shortcutty. Maybe we'll get a higher jump later, and that'll be more of a shortcut. I don't know if this is the sort of game where we will be revisiting areas. I should note, like, guess it's like the first time. The movement feels great. It's one of those things that's like really difficult to like communicate. Can I burn this? No? I guess I have to find the heart. The way the character like moves on the terrain. Oh, hold on.
Let me help you. I can heal these spirits and restore balance to the forest.
I know you are kind. You sense the power that flows through this land, but you do not fully understand it. Death and corruption are all that remain here.
This land can be healed, but you cannot stay here, Spirit. You must move on.
You are the one who does not belong. I will never abandon my people.
Okay. Oh, that's gorgeous! I love that effect on the shield. Ow, that was not the right moment. So that was more like I shattered my shield than parried. Oh, get him! I'm so sorry, that was loud, but I really like them getting him. Hello to Fox Fam, who is also very pro fixing Fox statues. Sorry, I'm a little bit behind on chat. And then Simulator was asking, this is very pretty. Is this available on PS5? I'm relatively sure that it is. This happens to be the PC version. I see what we're meant to do, by the way. I just wanted to see if there's anything else. Also, why do we call our friends the Rot? I see a lot of other things here that might be better suited to be called that.
Come out. It's safe now.
Look, Saya, she cleared away the poison. The little guys can eat it. They love it.
My name's Kana. What are you two doing out here, alone in the forest?
Don't worry about us. We've been here a long time and take care of ourselves.
I can see that. You both look very strong. Do you know who that spirit was with the horned mask?
We don't know, but when he shows up, the girl's poison grows stronger. Hey, what are you doing here in the forest?
I'm searching for the sacred mountain shrine. Can you take me there?
If you want to get to the mountain shrine, you have to help us with something first. Our brother Tara was trapped deep in the forest. We need you to help him.
Great idea, Saya. That'll be easy for her. Did you see what she did to that stick guy?
Help us free Taro and we'll take you to the mountain shrine. Woohoo! Come on, our village is this way.
And hello to Jab. Okay, I have 8 rot. And when we hit 15, then we get a new level. I will say this, it doesn't appear so far that the rot can get killed, which is good. I was always really sad when my Pikmin died. And, like, there's no way around it, but it just doesn't feel good to conscript all these little Pikmin guys, and then they, like, get chomped on by, like, a big beetle or whatever. So so what I've done so far with the shield is I've blocked, but I haven't parried yet, or I haven't done anything that I recognize as being a parry. Sorry, very quickly. Jab is saying, watch Rebel Moon Friday night. My God, it was awful. Jab, I am looking forward to sharing some thoughts on Rebel Moon. We also watched it. This button. Help Taro find Taro in the forest. For some reason that sentence took me a second to work out. So here's what we've done so far. Oh, and it does show us, look, we found 8 out of 8 rots. So now it's on to the rest. All right. And then we've got upgrades. Oh, I have 50 glimmers. While sprinting, press right bumper to perform a sweeping attack, or after parrying to perform a spinning attack. Well, I can't afford that one yet. And I don't feel like this is going to be the sort of game where I do a lot of, like, saving up. Let's just go ahead and upgrade her right now. And if I heard her correctly, it's Kana. So I think I was wrong both times. I don't think it's Kina or Kenna. I think she said it's Kana. So we'll go with that until she says her own name again. Wow! Jab is calling it career-ending bad. I would call it cost savings bad. Where I feel like maybe they were told for Rebel Moon 2 to cut it out with the going places. Though that's a guess. I want to be very careful about what I see here. So if you were watching this live or in the VOD, I won't be saying anything spoilery about Rebel Moon Part 1 or 2 here, at least not with a lot of adequate warning. But I am looking forward to talking it over with Jab because, like, the 2 Rebel Moon movies are bad movies that I do not recommend. I will also say, though, that I don't necessarily recommend against them because, like, they were bad in, like, that kind of interesting way where it's like, why are they like this? And I feel like it's because Zack Snyder discovered what video games are like and said, what if I structured the entire plot of my movie universe like it was a video game? And I mean, like, exactly like it was a video game. What if everything was just pre-rendered cutscenes? We'll do a full motion video game in which there's no decisions for the viewers to make, no choices along the way, but okay, so I have to figure out how to make that not do that. It pauses the game to tell me when I do an achievement, and I will figure that out later. But I will say this, like, I wasn't bored watching it, and I probably should have been bored. I didn't know that you could put so much agriculture into your space movie, but yeah, if you were ever disappointed by the lack of moisture farming in A New Hope, Rebel Moon has you covered, because you're gonna learn something about how to harvest grain. Really walk you through that step by step. This village has seen better days. I should probably, like, also acknowledge what's happening here. And Jab is going to be watching some Helldivers. Jab, I hope you have a great time this evening. We will be have some time to catch up soon. Oh. Not entirely comfortable switching between characters on the lock-on yet. I also don't necessarily know why I got money off that guy. Well, I mean, that's great for up there. Oh. Foxes are our friends. No, not yet. All right. I feel like there has to be at least one more... Yeah, here we go. Foxium is loving the soundtrack. Yeah, so am I. The only thing about the soundtrack that's a little bit of a bummer is that I did find it a little bit abrupt when it went into a cutscene, and it just like completely cut the soundtrack very suddenly. Because I really like the music, and I want to hear more of it. Hat cart. Similar to, have I ever mentioned that like a druid would be super fun to play someday? Create karma. Is that how that works? By defeating corrupted enemies, restoring the environment, and finding fruit for your rot to eat. From the upgrade menu, use karma to... Oh, that's what the glimmers are. Use karma to unlock new abilities. Kana can improve her base skills and infuse her abilities with rot to create powerful attacks. Yes, we've done some of that so far. And I've got 75 more karma. The hats are for your rot. We have to do this. And we have a pot hat. I mean, on the one hand, it's irresponsible to not get my upgrades first, but we can have a pot hat, so I'm going to buy that. Oh, it's per rot. Okay, I don't think that I can afford for them all to have hats, but we can have 4 hats. Well, now I want to have 2 more hats. There. I'm gonna go broke on hats. Okay, I think I'm up to 40. This doesn't really, like, vibe with the, oh my god, you've gotta scrape together every last glimmer. Yes, everybody come and have food. Hopefully there's at least 8 of those berries. Oh, and hello to debauchery! Okay, did everybody have good food? Alright, let's look at the map, since I should probably get used to doing this. We're at the village center, and Rot Hat Cart. And it definitely wants me to go forward. So let's just look around a little bit here. Oh. Ow! Sorry, okay. I wasn't expecting that to hurt at all, or quite as much as it did. To accept the challenge of the God Tree, one must reach the top of its branches. And that's all that says. I'm very stuck here. Okay. So don't touch that twice. I'm going to assume that that one also shocks me. I'll wait for you at the water shrine in the Forgotten Forest. All right. This, interestingly, we can't quite clear yet.
Right there.
Awesome. Shaking down the abandoned village for some extra cash. I think there's 2 rots that don't have a hat yet. We'll have to find one for them and then afford it.
Over there.
Uh-oh. Yeah, I used the rod to tie that dude down while we handled his buddy. Is this a thing? Hold on. This is probably just No! Okay. So the lamp caught my eye because it was sort of like glittering a little bit. Oh, no, I don't want to replay it. And that's how we found out that if you pulse that, you can get some extra cash.
Go get it.
I like the voice actor for Kana so far. Debauchery is asking, is it Kana or Kayana or K? Is it Kayana or Kayana? I'm not sure that I see the difference between those. When she said it earlier, I thought she said Kana. But I will listen to her again. Surely at some point she'll have to introduce herself to a second person. So this is a warp stone. I don't think I have any place to warp yet. But that means we can come back here very easily. Oh, you guys, hold on a second. If you look over there at the top right, there's 31 hats to find. We will, let's over under on 15 that I'll find in the playthrough.
Is Tara this way? The barrier's blocking the path.
Maybe Zaju can help. He's usually at the masked shrine. You'll know when you see the sacred trees.
Investigate the map. So, does it give me a map objective? It does. All right, so that's good. The larger the world gets, the more I will benefit from having something that sort of says, hey, over this way. Okay. I feel like I own this house now. All the rot have already moved in. They've all got their perch on the shelves. Little bit of a fixer-upper, but yeah, you put some spackle on that wall. It'll be great. Debauchery says, can pulse it from multiple streams if they aren't closed out. I want to say the longest that a poll can go is like 5 minutes? I'm actually not sure. Okay, so we've learned about these. If we follow these vines back, they should lead us to information on how we turn these on. Let's do this a little bit orderly. Go up here first. No. All right, this doesn't seem like something that I can do yet. No. Probably need a lot of rot to relocate those rocks. Oops. Hey, buddy. I don't have any hats for you yet. Okay, this seems a little bit more... Let's see if this is as dangerous as it looks. No. Definitely do not dip your toe in that. All right. So there's a... Hey, you guys? Do you want to go drag me that chest over? No. All right. So we're going to have to come back for that after we purify the rose water. Debauchery's saying, I mean, once the time to bet ends... Oh, like a prediction. I don't think that you can span those. I want to say that the longest that a prediction can be open on Twitch is 2 hours, but I might be wrong. If you don't close out, can we keep the poll going until the end of the game so we can bet on the over-under of hats found and the payout at the end? I don't... Like, Salamander might know. Harmonious Crow might know. Dawn... Well, I think Crow stepped out. Dawn Evil might know. But I want to say it's about 2 hours. Okay. This... I don't know what triggered this cutscene.
The rot seem quite fond of you. They're usually timid. Something tells me you did not come to our village looking for forest creatures.
Hello, Spirit. I seek passage to the sacred mountain shrine.
Our village is bound to the shrine's energy, but that power faded long ago. Trapped spirits linger here, tangled in the tragedies of our past. You must help these spirits if you wish to reach the mountain shrine.
On my way, I met 2 children. They asked me to help free a boy named Taro.
I'm not surprised that Benny and Saya found you. They are clever children, and would do anything for their brother. We have always crafted wooden masks to honor those who have passed on. Placed here, the masks slowly turn to dust, aiding the spirit's journey into the next life.
My father was a spirit guide. Our traditions are different, but he helped many spirits pass from this life to the next.
So you know what happens to spirits unable to move on. Take Taro's mask. It is bound to his spirit, and will help you fulfill your promise to the children. Look after Benny and Saya. Their brother's fate will be difficult for them to understand.
Alright, press left to wear spirit masks. Look through the mask to find your way. Open spirit barriers and reveal objects of importance in the environment. Spirit masks are helpful for finding rot hidden in the world. Uh-oh. Hopefully we still get some clue from our friend. Alright, I do want to talk to him.
Use
just
Taro's mask to open the spirit barrier, blocking the path to the forest. Benny and Saya know the way.
Alright, I can probably go talk to them. Let's look. I can't. So I am pushing left and I'm not... Oh. I was going to see if there's anything different to me. Oh. So maybe that's the blue for our objective? I'm willing to bet. Yeah. Debauchery is confirming that it appears that predictions on Twitch can be held open for 24 hours. And then all points are automatically refunded. That's a lot longer than the 2 hours I thought it was. But yeah, we can't do a bet to that extent.
Hey, is that Taro's mask? Did Zaju give it to you? Maybe you can use it to open this barrier.
I say, this has some A+ voice acting from everybody so far.
What's that? Follow it. Maybe it will lead us to Taro.
This is a rhetorical question. This is just me sort of wondering aloud. The children have a habit of phasing out of existence, so I've been sort of assuming that they are also spirits, but maybe that's just something that the people of this village can do. Just turn invisible or sort of like blink short distances. Okay, but this really seems like something. All right, so whatever this is, I can't do it yet. And then this goes back into the village proper. All right. Keep on after the kids. Oh, hello to Patikin and everybody raiding over. Patikin, I hope that you had a great time with Helldivers 2. I haven't seen Toby in a while. He's usually playing with the children across the street. I don't know what triggered that golden orb to go up there. So this looks like another shortcut that we can unlock if we can just get around to the side. Yeah, I will say this about hats. I will be on the lookout for any hats that I can unlock. I would like to own at least one copy of any hat that I can unlock. Like, have it on our friends. Okay, so that... over here. Oh, that's what this marker shows you. Okay, but that was not the right button.
Right there.
Hello again to Jab. Move object. And now put it down. So, Patikin, remind me if you have played Kana. I know Lady B did. I want to say, oh gosh, somebody else did. Like, I don't remember if it was Dawn Evil or somebody else, because I had to like be careful and like duck out of those streams for a while because I didn't want to learn too much about it. I found a spirit mail. You have found something that belonged to a villager. Return to their house in the village. The location is marked on the map. And now we can move this.
Can you move that for me?
So, yeah, definitely opening up shortcuts, even if the previous one I couldn't quite figure out how to navigate. Wow, Patine played this on launch day. And hello to Kay! For everybody coming over, we are doing our very first stream ever of Kana Bridge of Spirits. If I'm not quite saying that correctly, I'm going based on the one time that I heard Kana say her own name. Let's... okay, I don't... maybe the mask only relates to that. I would love to... can I... how do I know where this goes? More specifically, how do I know where I go to get it? So this looks like it's... oh, do you put it in the mailbox? That's what this is. Like, yeah, it sort of looks like a mailbox, but I also thought that maybe it was a... I don't know, just like a signpost. A little shrine. Okay, that looks like a fight. I also feel like we're ready for it. Oh. I also like the fact that you can hit the guys while they're still forming. As always, no spoilers, please. But it's hard not to notice that Kana seems to be the only person who is not a spirit. Because even the old man that she was interacting with, who gave her a clue on how to go find Taro, she greeted as "Hello, spirit." Okay, well, I feel like there's something under there. Okay, there we go. Patikin is saying, should I do anything with the mushrooms? Do they eat those, or... No. Patikin is saying that this game is such a joy to play, very chill, but also has some nice battles in between. Yeah, I went with just normal difficulty level. I feel like not everything... Is this a hat? Yes! Okay. We'll stop by the hat store on the way back. I feel like we're headed in the right direction. I really want to go get that hat, though. Kids, I promise we'll find your friend soon, your brother or whoever. Just gotta buy hats for my rot. So, if there's 31 hats, maybe I should only buy, like, one yellow mushroom hat. I've done 2 of the others. Oh, and you can swap them in and out. Okay. Oh, she gets outfits too. Can I really should not spend more on the cosmetics when what I can do is get our upgrades. So, here we've got... Oh, that's not the glimmer. I take it back. I thought it was all the same currency. No, okay. So, it's the swirlies are the karma, and the diamonds are the money. So we're not sacrificing this. Hold on a second. So, do I unlock a slot by doing this? No. Okay, so we have to find the outfit, and then we pay 100 glimmers to open it. But he can also play it on hard. On normal. I was saying that he'd like to try a hard playthrough. He wants a platinum trophy on this eventually. I feel like we're clearly going up there, but so far our exploration has yielded results. Alright, that is not an over. The way that the music fades out when you go into like a more corrupted area, that I very much do like. It was only when it sort of like cut out going into the cutscene.
It went through here, but we can't get past. There's more of that nasty stuff blocking the path. Can you get rid of it so we can get through?
They surely mean up that way. My guess is that we unlock this from the other side. It's another shortcut type situation. And that on the water wheel looks interesting, but we'll come back here later, I'm sure. The rot can purify special flowers to restore Kana's health. Send your rot into them by pressing X. Outside of combat, Kana's health restores automatically. Also, I think I just accidentally worked out how to break shields with a charged heavy attack. Yep. Wait, no, come back. Oh, is that one of the special flowers for the health? Because I didn't necessarily need that. Or are we doing good things by clearing the world?
Look, Kana, I know what that is. It's a forest here.
Okay, I mean, I assume I use rot on it. Bring your rot together. Forest tears temporarily restore the rot to their original form. Use right stick to move the cloud. In this form, the rot can attack enemies, destroy barriers, and clear corruption.
Whoa! Look what happened to the rod. He's so cute. Look at him go. Does he know any tricks, Kana?
I assume the rot is... the corruption is the red stuff. Oh, up here. Slam? I'm running out of time. Okay, that was right down to the wire. It might also have been distance as opposed to time. And we can always recharge. I really like the make everything green and nice again. Like, that's like old school Okami stuff, and I loved it in Okami. Like, you would, like, do a... I played Assassin's Creed just before this, and all I want to do is dive into that haystack. You would, like, solve an area in Okami, and, like, Amaterasu would, like, jump up into the air and slam down, and just this ripple of, like, greenery and flowers would go, like, coursing across the land. Stamina says, the samurai were officially abolished in 1867. The first ever fax machine, called the printing telegraph, was invented in 1843, and Abraham Lincoln was assassinated in 1865. This means there was a 22-year window in which samurai could have sent a fax to Abraham Lincoln.
Over here, Kana.
I wonder what they would have said to him.
I bet a forest here can grow here.
Okay. A forest here could grow here, they say.
See that over there?
Ah.
Over there.
Okay, can you bring that here? I bet they would have just faxed him,
Guys did it. They made another
watch
one.
your back, Garibaldi. I mean, if I had a chance to send an incredibly critical message back in time to stop catastrophe from happening, I'd probably want to make it as vague and ambiguous as possible. Watch your back, Garibaldi. Watch your back. That's what I would say. This is a Babylon 5 reference. Don't mind me. That definitely runs down quickly when you use the ability. Brah! I feel the urge to be rid of all of the red. Release. All right. Particular Samalander, do one of you know how to make the game not pause when you get an achievement in Epic? Dude, I'm rich. I have all of the hat money now. Okay, I feel like we've done everything with this forest here. Let's just take a quick look at the map. Oh, and also, I should probably get in the habit of checking this because it specifically said it was good at helping to find more rot. although it hasn't really clarified how that would be. Really? Jab is saying there's a remake or reboot of Babylon 5 in the works? I would legitimately be interested in that. I think that Babylon 5 is... What sort of, like, made me cross with it is that I think it's a lot of fluff. The idea that the entire 5-year saga was all written out from the beginning. No, it wasn't. And there's lots of signs of that. However, it was... like serialized sci-fi well before something like Deep Space Nine or other television franchises like thought to try something like that. Like, I feel like we can admire Babylon 5 for what it was without like honoring it for things that it wasn't. And I think I had a really, really great cast. I would be interested to see how a reboot would work. Because how to keep in line with what it was... Okay, now we can go back to Hatville if we wanted to, but we don't right now. Like, there's lots of plot developments and twists in Babylon 5, and I'm not sure how you retain that sense of discovery. Look at the kids, they're terrified. But it would be really interesting to see, for sure.
There's more poison ahead. We'll just wait here.
Foxfam is saying that they'd love to send a stone tablet with a message, "You are a part of the Rebel Alliance and a traitor," to ancient Egypt, still in English. Jab is saying that the remake is in production hell. COVID, writer's strike, and I think the company was bought once, but it's still not dead yet. Bruce Boxleitner's still alive, right? They could get at least a cameo. So I have bad news for everybody. If anybody like was also here for the Assassin's Creed stream, it took me a really annoying amount of time to work out which button was the dodge, and now once again it has switched to the other side of the controller. So just as I got accustomed to pressing X for dodge, I'm now pressing B again. Do that, and then that. But let's not rest here, because there might be... No, that actually looks like it was it. Well, all I'm saying is that it might take a bit to rework my memory again, my muscle memory. Definitely feels like these guys are... Go do that. I feel like I'd really like to use the Forest Gleam there, but Kina is a little stationary while that's happening. Oh, wow! That was a parry, I think. That might have been my first successful parry. Okay, I would like to... not die. Boy, I was high-stepping for a while, but these guys are... wearing me down. Okay, X. I remember once upon a time they said something about like plants in the environment that would heal you. I might have cooked them for no good purpose. Okay. Need to get better at the combat. So at one point it seemed like we dropped something that looked exactly like that onto the ground, but then the next time that I looked at it, it was not there. So I don't know if I like timed out on when I could use it, or if I did pick it up and I just didn't recognize what it did.
Did you see what she did to that monster? I told you she could help us.
Great work, Kina. Let's keep going. We're getting close.
Yeah, to this day, just like a random fun fact that I'm sure people have noticed over the years, to this day, if somebody's wearing like a full body suit, I tend to call it an encounter suit, because that's what the Vorlon... They were called the Vorlon, wasn't it? Am I thinking of that correctly? That's what they called it? And I just really like that, because it sort of covers all possible needs. Part of me wants to go like clear the last couple red baubles, but maybe we don't need to. Jab is saying, oh, bow tie. And they cleared themselves. Okay, that's a relief. There's just a little bit of like ultra completionist in me. You give me a chance to clean things up, I really want them to be very clean. Jab is saying that the Babylon 5 producers, there was Michael J. Straczynski, right? Sued DS9. They had done a pitch to the network. It's been a few years, but the side-by-side bullet points were pretty incriminating. And they settled. Really? I don't think that I knew that. I knew that there were 2 space shows, like featuring space stations that came out in pretty close succession. I would say that on the whole, I wouldn't feel like there's that much similarity between Deep Space Nine and Babylon 5 that I remember in terms of like storyline. Like the basic premise, yes, but the everything else. Oh, that's how we know where he went. Okay. Well, that sort of makes me want to go up this other way then. Hello to First Ben Joseph. Yes, this game is very pretty. It's got a lot of, like, the environments are very contained relative to, like...
No!
Like an open world game, but it's very densely and lushly detailed. And also, this looks fantastic.
What happened? What did you see when you put on Taro's mask?
Taro is here, but he's forgotten who he is. We need to find 3 relics to help him remember.
The forest is huge. How do we know where to look?
Maybe Mr. Russo can help us. His house is up that way.
You know, right over there.
Maybe Mr. Russo can help us.
Okay, Patikin, thank you again very much for the raid. I hope you have a great relaxation time and an awesome sleep, and hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. For anybody watching this at any point in the future, it is Sunday, so I also will not be able to go very late at all, but I'm very much enjoying this, and I would like to at least get up to see Mr. Russo, and maybe buy another hat. Hopefully this is close enough. Yeah, the shield is cool. I really like that. The way that it like bends and deforms under like the weight of their strikes. It looks great. Somebody spent a lot of time on that. This is definitely a poppable. Really? Okay, well, that's gonna haunt my dreams. It's definitely something. Oh, our mask is expended, you guys. We can't do the mask anymore. So, yep, I'm headed up to Rusu's house. All right. This is a really, like, nice map as well. Like, I don't know how functional it is, but it looks really nice. As Kay says, just a short jaunt away. There was some... Oh, you know what? I think I do remember what it was called. There was a horror movie called Hold Your Breath, I think, which is not to be confused with Don't Breathe. Okay, when it turns red... is there any significance to the yellow crystal on his back? I didn't really notice that before, but that seems like video game for weak spot. Also, I was very slow in realizing this. Kina has a stamina bar. It's the second blue bar down there. It just doesn't seem to take any stamina unless you actually hit something. Anyway, Don't Breathe is the movie with the name of the actor I don't have, and the people break into the home of the blind man, and events ensue. It's actually a pretty good movie that I enjoy. It goes weird places. Like, it's an interesting movie, but might have some trigger points for folks, which I would certainly understand. It is a horror movie, I would say. What am I doing? Okay. It's got more horror elements than you might expect from what immediately seems like a suspense movie. On a totally unrelated topic, there's a different movie called Hold Your Breath, which is about that old superstition that you should hold your breath when passing a graveyard so that the ghosts don't get in. Weird thing, but sure. Is that just reflecting the sky, or is this... Okay, doesn't seem to be a thing that I need to worry about. The second movie, Hold Your Breath, is very stupid, and you should not watch it. But what suddenly brought it to mind is at one point, I want to say that their car breaks down, and they point up on the ridge and say, "Oh, they must have a phone," and they point to something that clearly the people who did the post-production work were not paying attention to, because the lab that they're going to just go visit to borrow their phone real quick, I mean, yes, it is the closest place around, but it also looks like it would take them about 8 hours to get to, because up on a hillside that is not going to be very accessible from where they are, so they're going to have to go around. It looks like a terrible place to go use the phone. And, like, that's fine when it's what you've got available, but boy howdy does it look like a situation that you would be like, you'd get there and it'd be like nightfall. But no, the way the movie treats it was like right across the street. They did that in Smallville once, too. I will check out Rusu Mountain. Really? I want these so much. They look delicious. Do I... Oh, Warpstone. Got it. Hold on. Let's go buy our hats. We have a second win, and we haven't warped any place yet. There was one episode of Smallville where Clark and Lana were like sitting up on like, I don't know, it's like the roof of the barn or something like that. The roof of the bar, the little like coffee club where they all hung out with. And they were like looking out at where Metropolis was because they just had these big dreams. Having grown up in Smallville, they were so excited to see the rest of the world and to maybe someday have a chance to go to Metropolis. And then the camera cuts over to what Metropolis is for them, and it is it's so close on the horizon. Like, you can make out individual buildings and the people inside the buildings, and one of them is like waving over to them. It looks so bad. And I want to say that in so somebody is wearing the hat, the bow now, yeah? Hold on, where do we check hats? In, they actually went back and redid that effect. Yes. Oh, but two of them are not wearing hats yet. We'll wait to get more hats. When they, like, revisited that episode, I think for, like, the DVD release, they redid that particular effect so that Metropolis actually looks the, like, 2 to 4 hours away that it is supposed to be from Smallville, depending on the needs of the plot. But it was so funny, that first effect. I don't know if it's like on YouTube any place or whatever, but in the original broadcast, it was great. Hey, kids.
Brewster's house is so far away.
You can see his lookout at the top of the cliffs.
Sure can. All right, let's get started. Oh, so just as we're going, and again, no spoilers here, I mentioned a few streams ago that we started watching Three Body, which is not the Netflix series Three Body Problem. This was the original Chinese version, the original Chinese television adaptation, which has one season of 30 episodes. And that was interesting. It was sort of interesting to sort of like set up what the mystery was. And it was curious to me to get to see a television series that was like Chinese in origin and in setting, because I don't think that I've seen anything like that before. So it, like, I didn't know anything about this book series going into it, so it took me a little bit to even place in China. You know, I wasn't sure if it might be, I was slow on the uptake is all I'm saying. But you work it out from context clues as you go, and then you're like, okay, so this is not just a show that's partially set in China, it's like a top to bottom Chinese. Well, that's interesting. Neon rocks up there, and I cannot pulse while I'm down here. I don't think we're meant to be in the water at all, I should say, so we should go. Just sort of seeing what's here. Now, we've watched the first 4... So we watched like the first 6 episodes of Three Body, and as Javid said, it sort of languishes for a while. If you are into like a super slow burn scientific mystery thriller sort of thing, you know, give it a look. It's on Amazon Prime. It is not in a hurry to go anywhere. So then we started watching and are now 4 episodes into. What's happening? I saw red behind me, but it was just my rot. The first 4 episodes of the Netflix adaptation, Three Body Problem. It is much more sort of kinetic. Whether that's a good or bad thing, I will leave up to like your personal taste. But I will say that in the first episode, it basically got as far as the first 6 episodes. Ow. Ow. Okay. Obviously, I'm focusing here a little bit. Okay, who's at full health? You get rotted. Hey! So the shield guys huck rocks at you. I think they all huck rocks at you. Okay, let's do this. That's gonna help a little bit. Okay, I need more courage. Oh, that was a parry. I don't really know how I did that. Okay, I'm learning it now. Okay, don't do that though. I want to put my rod into something, but I'm not sure what.
There.
That gave me my health back. Okay. Don't know how I did the parry perfectly twice in a row. Okay, maybe we'll just let that recharge for a bit. I don't know what to make of that yet. Some people might hear that the first episode of the Netflix adaptation did as much as 6 episodes of the original Chinese adaptation and say, that sounds like it's just made for people with a short attention span or whatever. I would return, it feels like a television series that doesn't have 30 episodes of time to fill. That it sort of gets on with it. It does feel maybe a bit too quick. Oh, fix the statue.
Go.
Okay, so they're not all fox statues. This one's a little owl. I like the owl. Oh, we can move it. Here we go. I guess the Netflix adaptation just feels like it starts to get to the point a little bit faster. And I'm comfortable with that. Can I get a link to post the Babylon 5 reboot link? Absolutely. Yeah, Jab, you will not have any difficulty posting that. Please go right ahead. Wait, I didn't do something right? I thought I pressed Y. Foxfam misheard, knows that I said put my rot into something, but at least initially heard put my rod into something. But yeah, for as long as we can, as long as nobody's making an issue, making a problem of it, we'd like to have people be able to post their links directly in chat. Oh, Marquack heard it as well, huh? Should enunciate better.
I should see where it leads me.
I will see where it leads me. I bet it's up the mountain. Okay, and now we do have our mask again. Okay. Just 1 second, because what I want to do is open this up so that I'll have it later. The link that Jab put up. I didn't even know this was a thing. Open in new tab, but then don't actually play. Yes. All right, that's got it. All right, we will look at that. Oh, and Jab, I should acknowledge that I also did get your PM about the books, and I'm specifically like holding that so that I can go take a look at them. Because I've been reading some more of Elantris by Brandon Sanderson. I was way ahead when I talked about it last time. I said, oh, I'm about like 20% in. Now I'm 20% in. I was like 13% before. It's a pretty good sized book. But I am still having a great time with it. It does that thing that I tend to enjoy in writing, where the plot has smart characters coming to the wrong conclusions based on incomplete information. And, like, again, I'm only just reading this for the first time, so I don't want to spoil it for anybody else, but I bet you I can't go up here. This is a down. Yeah, that's a slide down. I get it. We will come down from there later on, and I'll see this lantern and remember where we just came down from.
Look, a tear of the forest. It's a sign of regrowth. Death always leads to a new beginning.
Karma. Okay. Just, it looks glowy, doesn't it? Oh, I'm gonna run out of juice. No! Okay. That was my last little sliver of teardrop juice. I feel like dramatic, like it feels like a real cornerstone of dramatic tension when the audience knows something that the characters don't, and you are aware that the characters are on the wrong track or putting themselves into danger because they may just not have that piece of information yet. And what makes that work the best is when the characters are not being dumbasses about it. So this is the downslide. Like, I recognize where we are, there's the lantern and so forth, but how slippery is this area? This doesn't look very slippery to me. Okay. Whatever you say, Kana. It's just, this is clearly where we're meant to go. If the author can't think of any reason for their characters to be in peril, except they're just stupid today, that's not a very satisfying story. If, on the other hand, you have a smart character who is doing the wrong thing because they've taken part of the information that they had and made a reasonable deduction from it, and it's not right, I feel like that works really well from a storytelling perspective, and that's what this movie has a lot of. Characters who are observing what's around them, coming to a conclusion, and then, then acting on that behavior or that conclusion while, like, you as the reader being like, oh, no, they don't know yet. They're not aware of what's really going on. So that kind of storytelling works well for me. Timothy Zahn did a lot of that in the original, and I mean the original OG.
What's wrong with Russo's house? All the trees look funny. Let's keep going.
Admiral Thrawn trilogy was the end of that sentence. I say this all the time. I'm not excited about being dead, but if I have to die, I hope I get to hang out someplace like this. Foxham loves Timothy Zahn. Yeah, I was extremely late to that party, just like I'm extremely late to knowing who Brandon Sanderson is. And now feeling very self-conscious about that, because again, Elantris is a very good read. So I feel like down is not where I want to go, and also it is the only place to go. I can't jump across that way. So if I slide down here... This is 100% not where I was earlier. I think. Where's this road? The road that's, like, dead behind me. I guess it's up on that cliffside. Okay, boy, do I not like dropping down from here. But that is way too far and a half. If you could jump over there, then you could get up to that, and then sidle along. That is clearly not where we are, so I'm gonna go sliding down. If I wind up having to come back up here, so be it. Please don't. I don't feel like I can grab this one. Okay, so I'm on this stone now. Here we go. I would say the jumping immediately feels really good. Like any facility you see with like navigating this world is just because they really nailed the timing and the feel of the jumps. When a game gets it wrong, it's okay. Like almost difficult to describe, so I guess I am going to drop twice and then go over. The example that always comes to mind for me is Devil May Cry. I hate the way that the jumping feels in Devil May Cry. I talk about it anytime the topic of jumping in video games comes up. Dante has this incredibly vertical leap, like can jump 3 stories straight up, but he can't jump forward at all, and it just feels bad to me. He feels so immobile relative to like every other game in every other title of that style. Yeah, Bayonetta doesn't have that problem. Ryu Hayabusa doesn't have that trouble in Ninja Gaiden. So I've got 2 ways to go. One of them feels a little bit less obvious by going along that cliffside. Yeah, let me go this way first. Or is this the more obvious way? Damn it. I can never decide when you've got like a big fork in the road. Do you say something about 3-body problem while I was looking up that link? I was saying that the Netflix series, the Netflix series is, it covers a lot more ground a lot more quickly. And we are both enjoying it for that. I don't know if we'll go back to the original Chinese version except to compare. Okay, this was the secret way to go. All right, I feel good about our decision now. But yeah, we've watched the first 4 episodes. With a little bit of luck, we'll continue watching the next couple. Do I want to go down for any reason? Can't imagine it, except that it's easy to get back up. Also, I'm not going to say anything about it because I know that a lot of people are probably like looking forward to seeing it for themselves. Just trust when I say that I'm not spoiling anything. When I say that rather than saying what Three Body Problem is about, I feel like it would almost be a shorter list to say what it is not about. For example, so far, no mummies. Like, there hasn't been a mummy that's gotten up to strangle everybody. Like, there's so much story happening in Three Body Problem. It's like, really? That also, huh? Okay. And it's not really a complaint because I want to see a little bit about like how it all comes together. At the moment, I do feel like it's 4 episodes in, it's biting off a lot. And when I say that there's certain things that like don't hang together, I mean yet. I mean like we've been presented with some information that feels conflicting. See, now I want to go up there though. Yeah. But that's not a plot hole because the story isn't told yet. Like, I'm like, hey, this doesn't comport with something else that we learned earlier, but let's see how it all turns out. And Jab was in the Apple series was which so the original like Japanese version, was that on Apple or something? Move and drop. Also, Jab is going cough, cough, so if there later turns out to be a mummy that gets up and strangles everyone, I apologize. It's not me spoiling. It's just, boy, just lots and lots of story events happening in. But I will say this. I'm enjoying the mystery and the uncovering of it a whole bunch. Why? Also, like, it has Rosalind Chow, who was in Deep Space Nine. She played Keiko O'Brien forever. And I really like her. Like, Rosalind Chow is... And if I'm not saying her name correctly in any way, I apologize, because, again, I just don't know that I've ever heard... I'm not friends with this person, so I don't know how their name is said. But she's been acting for, like, her entire life and is probably way past the point of caring if like some individual random person is like, oh my god, I love your work so much. But I have enjoyed her in everything that I've ever seen her in. Wasn't she in like the original Joy Luck Club? That might put me in danger because I'm not sure how many different versions there are, but like she has been a professional actress.
The bridge is broken. Maybe the rock can help.
And she's great, is what I'm saying.
All right.
Woohoo! Hurry! I don't think they can hold it for long.
Okay. If I don't make it, I'll see you real soon. We'll all be spirits together. And they can just teleport over. Okay. Jab says, I think the Netflix version needed 2 extra episodes at the beginning. I can co-sign that based on what I've seen. It does feel like it... What are you telling me?
This pack is tiny. It looks like it could have belonged to one of the children.
I'm just gonna, like, to at least briefly return to the topic of the game that I'm actually playing. Everything about this so far is charming and lovely. I don't think it will. I'm just gonna say right now, I hope that we don't spend a lot of time lingering on, like...
That corruption is powerful. There must be a relic nearby.
Kids that
find
weren't.
another way around.
Okay, sorry, I didn't mean to over-talking her. I hope it doesn't linger very long on, like, kids who weren't. Like, children that are now spirits because they didn't make it. Because that's not a story that I do well with. Alright. You know what else this reminds me of? It's just like, there's so much specificity to everything. Like that lantern up there, I don't feel like I've seen that same asset 30 times. That looks like it's unique to exactly right here, and maybe I will now immediately see that particular 3-lantern pattern again all over the place, but there's something about this that reminds me of Ori, and it's not just the very lush forest, but like how handcrafted everything feels in the environment.
The forest has become too dangerous, Taro. The village is the safest place for you. If you hurry, you can make it back before sundown. I'll come for you when my work here is done.
So, I have to ask, that is very quiet for me, and I would like some feedback on chat if that dialogue is too quiet. Like, the regular dialogue seems fine, but, like, if you were thinking in that cutscene right there, like, boy, that guy is not talking very loud. Yeah, correct. Sam Linder said it felt a little quiet, but I could still hear it. Jab is saying somewhere in the early 20s I ran out of gas watching the Apple series, and I was enthralled for the first 6 episodes. Yeah, it gets off to a really, like, enticing start. Okay. Foxfam is saying that was very whispery, but not difficult to hear. And so that feels intended, then, because that's the same effect that I'm getting. I'm locked. You and Pulse. Okay, there's a confirmation that you can absolutely do that in combat. Oh, okay. We'll eat rot. I will look up between episodes how to adjust Epic to not tell me about achievements. Okay. So now we probably want to pop the rest of the red orbs. Ah, here we go. Hey! Okay, I have maximum courage, so let's try to get up there now. Can I? Yeah. Okay, closer then. Right, okay. So now we can open the door. But before I do...
Right there.
Release? No, this is a move. Oh, maybe we have to put it on top of here to, like, hold it down. No, that didn't do anything, I don't think. No. So... Oh, I bet I know what it is. So when we pulse, it, like... It ripples along the blue crystals, so I think that we need to find a break in the blue crystals. Yeah, the one on the left doesn't go. So here, let's pick that up again. And if I was to, like, think, probably, like, right here-ish. My only concern is that I feel like so far the game has been pretty explicit on where it thinks that you should put things. So I don't know if this is right, but... No. Oh! It's gonna be up here. I get it. Okay. Rot. Yes. Got it. When I said explicit, this is exactly what I was thinking of. Like, there's a marker on the ground that basically says, hey, right here. And I feel like that's it for out here. Do you guys remember the first game that you played that didn't have, like, loading zones to go from, like, an indoor area to an outdoor area? I want to say mine was either Dungeon Siege or Tribes.
Yeah.
Both games that I feel like today are, like, pretty deep cuts. And I'll say this for Tribes, which was a multiplayer team-based shooter back when that was a fairly novel idea. The indoors were like, basically there was just like, you'd go into an area where there was like a roof above your head or something like that. It wasn't like a fully fledged indoor area. Hold on. Kappa, wow, okay. It's a fun name. Like, I do feel like big guys who we want. I just don't know how to get to him. He likes to live in slime. Oh, maybe we can pin him down. Hold on. Oh, he didn't like that. Dungeon Siege, on the other hand, like that game was very, very technically impressive when it came out, specifically because you could, like, the whole thing about it is that you would play the entire game and never encounter a loading screen. Or like a world loading screen, at least. Hold on. Okay, me not pressing the wrong button. Oh, okay. He's gonna play hidey hole for a bit, so we'll just take out all his minions until he runs out of pumpkin grenades. So I feel like this is probably a good time. Okay, that's so not what I meant to do. Like, I really wanted to have that fruit. Stick and move. Don't do it. I need more courage. At least I think I do. I don't think that I can open the fruit. Damn it! Oh, I just got enough fruit. Or courage. Sam Lander has correctly identified the kappa. So there we go. First death. We did it. Can I not see this again? Yeah, by the way, like, when I was low on health, I absolutely was trying to, like, X that and just super failed. I managed to hit the boss, not the fruit. Now we're really gonna wail on this guy while he gets rotted. Right, I need to remember that he doesn't take that for so long. Oh, right. Yeah, I will say, like, if I have to choose between something that, like, goes on a bit too long versus something that's a little bit shorter, I feel like too short is usually going to win out. There are some exceptions where it's just like the story doesn't feel like fully fleshed out. But I feel like, on the whole, I'm going to prefer that over, oh my god, do get on with it. Okay, but don't overcommit. When we see him start to animate, let's get the hell out of here. And still didn't do it. Still did not do it. Okay, that gave me a lot of courage. I need a little bit more so that I can pop the fruit. Okay. Aim very carefully this time. Perfect. Honestly, after Dungeon Siege, I'd really have to think about the next game that I played. Like, at the time, Dungeon Siege seemed like, oh my god, this is a new chapter in, like, world design in a game, but I legitimately couldn't remember, like, at what point it just became sort of commonplace, like, oh, I'm walking into this cave. I'm just gonna go into the cave and it's not gonna show me a loading screen. Next time Big Bro comes out, we're gonna hit him with Ron. Nope. That feels great, by the way, when you, like, do the big swing and you hit multiple guys. They're so nonchalant afterwards. They're like, hey, what's up?
There.
Dude, this game looks awesome. Yeah, as Samlander says, Kappa is a great boss to die on Twitch. Have I really done everything? I mean, it feels like I did. Let me just do a quick once over here. Like, I can't get up there. Okay. That's why I always take a second look. Okay, everybody gets a snack. Okay, anything else around here? No. I'm not even, like, I don't even register if those berries are getting us karma or whatever. It just, I like the fact that they get to have a little snack after they help out. When they're sort of like trilling, it makes me a little worried that I'm missing something. Samlander or like Jab or anybody else, Dawn maybe, I don't know who was of age. Did any of you guys like really, really want a Mogwai when you were a little kid? Like the thing that could be a gremlin, but they seem super awesome until that happens? Like, yeah, they could end all life on Earth, but before then, they seem like the coolest pets in the world.
You made it. I think we found Mr. Russo. Come on, this way.
Oh, we are 100% fixing the fox.
Can you pick that up?
So yeah, that's a karma prize that we get for that. Let me just look around up here real quick. Also, oh right, what is sneeze, by the way? Oh, I think one of them sneezed. Try kiss.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. Jab thinks that he was in his 30s when Gremlins came out. I also did not see Gremlins, like, right when it came out or something like that. Like, I would have been probably pretty scared about it. But, yeah, Gizmo the Mogwai. Extremely cool character. Oh, hello to More Than a Mia! She is lurking. I think that Kana might be on her list of things to play as well. But I hope that Mia is also having a great evening. Sam, did I say aloud? I don't know that I did. I hope that you feel better soon. Cutscene, hold on.
Hey, Mr. Russo! We've been looking for you! We brought our friend Kana. She's here to help Taro.
The power of the mountain shrine is connected to everything in this forest. The trees here grew strong, drawing on its energy. And the land was once in perfect balance. But like all things, the mountain shrine follows a natural cycle. One that our village struggled to understand. As the shrine's power began to fade, a devastating famine struck our village. Taro lost his parents, and he was left to take care of Benny and Saya. I should have done more to help Taro. And now I can only watch as his spirit struggles.
We can still help Taro, Rusu. There's a relic covered by the corruption at your house. But I need a way to break through.
That weapon you carry, I sense it holds a deeper power.
The staff belonged to my father. It's been in our family for generations.
He must have been a great spirit guide. I may be powerless against the corruption, but I can teach you a new way to fight it back. To a trained archer, the bow is simply an extension of the body. A spirit guide's staff is no different. Ground yourself. Feel the energy of the mountain. Draw on its power.
I will say it's probably better than having the achievement pop up over the cutscene or something, but Jesus Christ. So as long as the game has decided to pause itself, in case I forget to say it later on, the composer and whoever like arranged the music in this absolutely nailed it. Music is one of those things that I feel the most self-conscious talking about because I don't have that vocabulary. I'm not a musician. They absolutely nailed it. Like they understood the mission and they hit it perfectly. I adore the soundtrack in this so far.
Using your bow on these targets. When you are finished, feel free to practice at the other stations I've set up.
Okay, press and hold left trigger to aim, while holding left trigger, press and release right trigger to fire an arrow. I bet this will answer some of the like high up fruits and stuff that I couldn't interact with before.
Wow, great shot.
New challenges available at the Mask Shrine. Have we... I don't know if I've been to the Mask Shrine yet. We will look at that in just a second.
Back again? I'll toss up.
Oh, and Grumpy has apparently arrived at his destination. Grumpy, I hope that it was a good trip. It sounds like you've landed safely and are doing well.
Awesome.
And it looks like your arrows recharge over time. All right. There we go.
Can you pick that up?
Now, the other thing is that this... So here's what I think happens next. We just got a brand new ability. They've established that we need to go find 3 relics to reconnect with Taro. I think I've got his name correctly. Are we... Oh, yeah. So we can save it right here. I think this is a good place to save, because that means that when we come back, we'll be able to... Let me just really look at this for a second. Yes. When we come back, we'll be able to make use of this new ability and then have enough time to get the 3 relics and do this next story beat so that I'm not going super late on a Sunday heading into a Monday. You guys, this game is absolutely lovely. I hate that the mouse cursor really wants to be on the screen. I didn't know very much about this game, except that I had sort of like seen a little bit of it and like was like, oh, that looks like a lot of fun, a third-person action game. I like that. Now, having played the first couple hours, it accidentally feels like the perfect game to be jumping into spring with. For anybody watching this VOD later on in life, we're recording this in sort of like as we enter the back third of April, and it's right at that point in the year where the chill is really wearing off the wind, the sun is a little bit brighter, the grass is a little bit greener outside, and you can feel that move from late winter into spring. And I just feel like this game is like perfect for that particular time of year. So yeah, accidental thumbs up. We will certainly see you again for episode 2 of Kena, and I would expect a full playthrough from here. And we're going to call it here and find somebody fun to raid. Thank you guys all very, very much for hanging out. Hello to Era and Dougler, if I didn't say hello to Dougler specifically, and Grumpy again. It's wonderful that you've made it to your trip. I know that you're not enthusiastic about visiting Miami, but hopefully it will be a fun trip from this point forward. You guys, this was tons and tons of fun. Thank you so much. I hope you have a great evening, and we'll see you again hopefully as early as tomorrow.